Yo, what's good, my people? It's been a minute. Haven't uploaded a video in a month, bro. Let me just say this, bro. Like, don't expect me to be uploading videos like on a consistent schedule, type shit. Like, I don't know. Like, this is just me. I'm just doing this for y'all, honestly. This is for you guys. I'm only ever gonna upload videos, or I only record videos like when I'm feeling it, right? When I'm feeling it, right? I don't make it like an obligation to do this shit because I have other shit that I've been doing. I've been on my shit. You guys should be on your shit too. You shouldn't need me to upload videos every day or every week for y'all to be on your shit, bro. But if that's what I need to do, then that's what I need to do. It's just whatever the feeling comes. Like, it's just whatever I need to do at the given moment. Now, all right, let's get to business. How to stop urges or how to deal with urges. Number one, you can't stop urges. You're always gonna feel urges. Just because you're on NoFap or semen retention does not mean you're gonna stop getting urges, or you're stop gonna feeling lustful. You're never gonna have sexual desire. No, you're always gonna have sexual desire. You're always gonna feel lust for the rest of your life. That's just a fact that you have to accept that. What the purpose of semen retention or NoFap is to control that, to not waste that vital sexual energy or that vital sexual fluid. That's just it. And now onto urges. Now listen, I'm gonna say this very slowly. Urges are not an excuse to relapse. I'm gonna say it again. Urges are not an excuse to relapse. To be honest, there's really no excuses to relapse. I think I said this in my last video on not the last video, because the last video is about this discipline. The other video about how to deal with a relapse. You you ultimately should never have an excuse to relapse. Relapses are always a choice, and that is a fact. That is a fact. You cannot deny that. Nobody is forcing you to whack your dick off or to look up porn or whatever. Nobody has a gun to your head. I mean, at least nobody should. If they do, then you should probably like contact the authorities. But honestly, like, no, you always have control over yourself. No one can force you to really do anything in this life. You always have control of everything you do and everything you say and everything that you think. So, you know, urges are not an excuse to relapse. I get urges every day. You get urges every day. Everybody gets urges every day. That doesn't mean you should always act on them. That doesn't mean you should always release that energy. You don't have to release that energy. You can keep that shit within, and you can transmute it and cultivate it and do it like and use it in positive things. Yeah, like if you use urges to your benefit, to your advantage. Urges are not a bad thing. They are an amazing good thing. That means that you have sexual energy pent up. That's what that means. You have your root chakra, right? And your sex chakra. When you get urges and you get the need or the urge or the temptation to relapse or to fab, that just means that you have pent up energy down in your root chakra and your solar plexus. That's what that means, really. So what you gotta do is you gotta breathe, bring that shit all the way up, bring that shit up, and transmute it throughout your energy, or manifest it into whatever you need to do. So if you want to work out, use that sexual energy, transmute that shit, put it towards there. I always say, if you ever get the urge to relapse and you feel like you can't do anything, you're about to relapse, just do push-ups. Drop down, do as many push-ups as you can until your arms get tired. Like, just do that. I promise you won't have an urge anymore. If you still have an urge, do more push-ups. Keep doing more push-ups. If you still have an urge, do more push-ups. Go take a cold shower. It's not, listen, you can control those urges and you can manifest them into positive things into your life, into whatever you need. I never understood, like, when somebody relapses and I ask them what caused you to relapse, I got this massive urge and it couldn't go away. Okay, not really. It doesn't have to go away. You can literally use that urge to do something, like, or literally, another excuse I always hear. Oh my God, I was alone and bored all day. Like, bro, first of all, it's 2020. You don't have to be bored. We live in an age where we literally do not ever have to be bored, bro. You have a phone that you can literally go have endless amount of hours of entertainment, endless amount of hours of information, right? Like you never have an excuse to be bored. Keep it honest with you. And if you're bored, good. Take that time to meditate or to pray or to read a book or to just talk to yourself or just be in peace with yourself. You don't always have to be doing something. You don't always have to be on your phone or always on your social media. You don't always have to keep your brain entertained. You don't always have to do that, bro. That's the thing. That's the problem with people nowadays. They always want something to do. They can never just chill out. Like, how often do you just sit down and you don't do nothing? Not even on your phone. Like, you just sit down and you chill, bro. Like, you close your eyes and you just breathe and you just think to yourself. Not even think to yourself. Just have a clear mind and just give your give yourself time to just relax, bro. Like, y'all y'all be wondering why y'all have so much stress, so much pent up anxiety, bro. It's because you always thinking about something. You always trying to do something. Stop. Just relax. Just think to yourself, and then after you relax, then you do whatever you gotta do. Then you hand. Now listen, I'm not saying just chill all day and don't do what you gotta do. No, if you have responsibilities, you have obligations, make sure you do that shit. But the most important thing is giving time to yourself and to let your body rejuvenate. Our bodies, like, we're machines. We are pretty much these bodies are machines. They could do powerful things. They could do amazing things. But if we don't give them the proper rest or nourishment, then forget about it, bro. Forget about it. Like, your shit is dead. Your shit is dead. If you want to preserve your energy, preserve your youth, like, you gotta relax and just breathe it all in, bro. Just take it all in, bro. You don't have to always be doing something. That's how you die quicker. That's how you age quicker. That's how you get gray hair quicker. That's how you lose hair. You know? But look at my bro. I'm glowing, bro. That's cause I don't be worrying about shit, bro. You want to get this glow? You want to get these benefits? Then you gotta stop worrying about it. You gotta stop letting the temptations get to you. You gotta stop let this anxiety get to you, bro. Like, you can't. Honestly, bro, just relax. You got an urge, okay. Deal with it. You don't have to touch your pee. Literally, if you got a hard on right now, if you got an urge right now, this is what you can do. If you don't want to do push-ups, if you're lazy or whatever, just sit down and close your eyes. And just do it and just breathe. 5 deep breaths, bro. In through your nose, out through your mouth, bro. Breathe with your stomach. If you gotta feel that breath in your stomach. Feel that shit in your stomach, bro. 5 deep breaths. I promise you, you'll calm down after that, bro. You should be happy that you're getting urges. That means your dick works. That means that you have energy. That means you have youth in you, right? Having a high libido is a good thing, bro. Y'all think that having sexual desire is a bad thing. No, bro. You were literally made from sex. You were created from sex. Your parents had sex to have you. That's how you were created. Human life comes from sex. So in a way, life starts with sex. Sex is the forefront. You know, I was reading a book, and it was pretty much saying how, dopamine, right? So it was pretty much saying that the highest dopamine that we can get is food and sex. Because those are the two things that we mainly need for survival. So it is naturally ingrained in our DNA, in our brain, in our body to want sex because if this entire generation right now says we're not gonna have sex, we're not gonna have kids, that's it. The human race just dies in one generation. That's it. We die in like 100 years. The whole human race goes extinct. So yeah, you need sex, obviously. The Most High made sex. The Most High is not a prude. He wants you to have sex. Yeah, but with the right person and for the right reasons. The first thing he said to Adam and Eve, be fruitful and multiply the earth. So of course he is pro sex. God is definitely pro sex. But you can't misuse that gift. You just can't misuse it. God did not intend for us to be masturbating to pixels. Obviously, that is not what you're supposed to be doing. So you getting urges, yeah, that's what you're supposed to do. Back then in the old days, they didn't masturbate. They didn't have access to porn that we do now. Porn wasn't really a thing back then. They had prostitutes and shit, but like you still had to pay money for that. Nowadays, we're so spoiled. We could literally in 5 seconds look up any type of porn or hentai we want, and it's free, right? At least back then they had to pay for prostitutes, and it was illegal, and it was a sin, and you got stoned to death if you got caught. So yeah, it was really not worth doing it either way, right? So yeah, that's really it, man. Like you guys need to chill out, embrace the urge. Just don't you control the urge. Don't let the urge control you. That's really like all it really comes down to. Like me, bro, I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm not gonna act like, oh, yeah, I'm a fucking yeah. I don't get any sexual urges. I never want to fuck. I never like. I'm asexual. Like no, obviously I am not asexual. Obviously I am a young man. Obviously I get urges. Obviously I get sexual desires, but I let those desires. I let those empower me. I use it to buff myself, bro. I don't waste the energy because once you release that energy, that's it. You can never get that energy back. All the semen, all the life force that you have wasted over the years masturbating, that's it. You can never get that shit back because each sperm is unique, is different. Each sperm is different. That's why when you have siblings, are you and your sibling the same? No, you're not. You're not the same. Because each sperm, each egg is different. It has a different coating. Even twins, even identical twins, even they are not the same. They look really close to it, but they're not the same. One twin might be a little taller than the other. One twin might be a little like bigger than the other. One twin might be smarter than the other. One twin might have different personality from the other. You know, it's different. Everyone is different. You're never gonna get those sperm back. That life force energy, you're never gonna get it back. So why waste it? Why not? Why not build it up? Just build it up and contain it. Right? If you want my advice on what to do when you get an urge, do push-ups until you can't anymore. 5 breaths, 5 deep breaths. Use your stomach in through your nose, out your mouth. Cold showers is another one, very good one, bro. Trust me, when you get in the cold shower, bro, you're not thinking about masturbating anymore, bro. You're not thinking about that, bro. You're definitely not gonna be thinking about that. Working out, lift the weights, like running, do something. Go outside, sun gaze, look at the sun, bro, or just read a book, or you can literally just look up videos, inspirational no-fap videos, bro, or something like that, bro. Just do anything. You can do so many other things, but I'd rather you spend all day playing video games than you masturbating to porn, bro. I literally prefer you do that, bro, because at least you're doing something that could benefit you. Obviously, I don't advocate wasting your time playing video games all day. I'm not saying video games is the bad thing. I like video games. I still play video games from time to time. But just don't let it control your life, bro. PS5 is coming out. I'm going to be on that shit, right? But I'm not going to be on that shit 24/7. Because I have more important things to do. Obviously, I'm still going to get a PS5 because, okay, yeah. Because I still like to play games. I like it. It's entertaining. And I have had some of the best memories and times on video games with my friends and other people. But I'm not gonna let that control my life. At least not anymore. My life is not video games. My life is not YouTube. Your life, my life is simply, it's my life. Simply, whatever I make it to be. Whatever my purpose is, I, I commit and dedicate my life to my purpose. Now, if my purpose is to help you guys with YouTube, then so be it. If my purpose is, I don't know, whatever your purpose is, bro, you just dedicate your life to it and you're good, bro. Just think, okay, and another thing. Just think about whatever your goal is with no fat per semen retention. If you want to hit 90 days or you want to hit a year, whatever it is, think of it like this before you relapse it when you get urges. Think of it like this. How are you ever gonna get to that goal, to that streak, if you keep relapsing? Just think of it logically for a minute. Think of it logically. How are you ever gonna get to a streak of 90 days if you keep relapsing? How is that even possible? How are you gonna get a streak to 365 days, 500 days, 1,000 days, if you keep relapsing? How? If you keep relapsing after 5 days, if you keep relapsing after 1 week, if you keep relapsing after 3 days, after 1 day, how are you ever going to get to 90 days? Or to 120 days, or to 180 days, or 1,000 days? How? How are you ever going to quit this addiction or this cycle of PMO if you keep allowing yourself to relapse? If you keep allowing your urges, your sexual desires, and your lust to control you? You don't control your Hold on, wait, no. The urges don't control you. You control your urges. So get out of here with that, bro. Get out of here with that bullshit excuse of urges. No, bro, fuck that shit. Urges are a fucking good thing. You better be using that shit. Better be using that sexual transmutation. Have you not heard of that shit? This shit is real. It's not fake. People have been doing that shit since the beginning of fucking time. Do you honestly think that the men of old times, they didn't have access to porn? Masturbation was not a thing. Masturbation and porn is more of a modern, PMO is more of like a modern thing. More around this era, our era, right? Porn is more accessible than ever. Everything is sexualized in this era. Back then, okay, yeah, they had prostitutes and shit, but it's like, okay, you have to pay for that. And it really wasn't worth it, because if you got caught, you got stoned to death. So it's like, okay, there's no point in doing that. And they didn't know anything about masturbation and porn, so guess what they did? They just didn't. They had to control the urges. They had to keep that shit in. Those guys, they probably did semen retention for like years before obviously they got married or had sex with their wives. So honestly, this practice, sexual transmutation, it's as old as time. It's as old as humankind, at least. Like I said earlier in the video, you were born, you were made from sex. One sperm, it can create one life. Think about how powerful that is. Just think about that. Just think how you feel whenever you ejaculate, whenever you masturbate to porn. Unmotivated, tired, lethargic, depressed, anxiety. And it takes a while for you to recharge. It takes a while for you to recover from that. So imagine if you hold that energy and you don't release it, because once you release that energy, it's gone forever. You keep that energy, you retain it, and you just keep on cultivating, building up, and then before you relapse, you see the urge, because everyone has a tipping point. Before you relapse, you grab it, and then you just cultivate it, and you put it to something positive. Whatever it is you want to achieve or manifest in this life, use that sexual energy, use those urges to achieve it. I know sexual transmission is real because I've done it in my life. Y'all niggas just need to try it. Look it up. I don't really have to go into too much detail about that, because there are plenty of videos that explain it way better than I could. So, yeah. And y'all pretty much know, bro. And that's really about it. Alright, this video is getting long. 20 minutes. I think that's enough. Wasn't planning on getting long, but I like to ramble a lot. But who the fuck cares? It's my YouTube. This isn't really meant to be like formal or short or whatever. It's just for y'all to do that. And honestly, when I am literally talking to myself right now. When I say, yo, yeah, give time to yourself. You don't have to occupy yourself. Not to be looking at watching YouTube or be on social media. I am literally talking to myself to a camera right now, bro. Even though the way that I'm speaking is talking to you guys, the viewers. Right now, at this moment, the moment I'm recording a video, I am literally talking to myself. I am literally talking to myself, bro. I've been talking to myself for 20 minutes. I'm not even listening to music. I got AirPods on, but I'm not listening to music either. I'm just looking at myself. I am looking at myself at the camera and watching myself talk to myself. That is literally all I'm doing right now. Come on, guys. Yeah, I gotta get on your shit, bro. 1,000 days. Come on, we got this. We can do 1,000 days. SEMEN RETENTION. We go.